everybody, welcome back to my channel and happy 2019. Welcome to a new year. I hope everybody's had an awesome couple of weeks so far. I am back today to talk about one of my favorite topics ever to discuss, which is partially why I'm barefaced, and I'm going to be talking about skincare. And this is something that I personally could talk all day long about. I love talking about skincare. I love trying new skincare, I love testing new products, and I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but I put it off because there were a couple of things that I was using that I wasn't super happy with, and I wanted to try to find replacements before I recommended products to everybody. And I was in the UK in November, and I picked up a couple of new products and found some stuff that I really love, and I finally feel like I'm at a place where I have my skincare routine really down pat. So I figured I'd like to share it with you guys. So if you like skincare as much as I do, then keep on watching. Okay, so I figured there is no better way to talk about skin than to show you my completely bare face, which is terrifying to do, by the way, but here we are. This is my bare skin. I just did a mask a little while ago, which is why I'm looking a little bit pink. But yeah, this is my skin. I have no tan on, I have no nothing on. We are here, barefaced, ready to go. And I am at a place right now with my skin where I'm actually quite happy. My skincare concerns have always been dryness. So I never really suffered from acne. I've been lucky with that. I've never really suffered from a lot of breakouts. I, of course, like everybody, get the odd breakout, but I've never suffered with acne, which I'm very lucky for. But the dryness thing has always been an issue, to the point where if I even splash my face with water, my skin will feel tight, like painfully dry and tight. So that's kind of always been my number one concern with my skin. And then obviously as time goes on, we've entered a new year. I am 28, but yeah, anti-aging has fully come to the forefront of my skincare concerns. So thankfully, I started taking really good care of my skin, I want to say about 10 years ago is when I started, yeah, probably around 18 or 19 was where I really started to kind of implement a skincare routine. And then I would say in the past 5 to 6 years, I've like really gone to town with my skincare routine. So in talking about all of these products, I just want to say I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not telling you you should run out and go buy these things. I just personally love skincare and I love talking about it. And when I find really great products, I love to share them with my friends and my family. And I've been promising this video to a lot of my friends and my family for the last while. So if you're interested to see what I use on a daily basis, then welcome to my bathroom. So we'll start with cleansers. I am the type of person that cleanses my face in the evening with a cleanser, and in the morning I probably just wash my face with a washcloth and warm water, unless I'm feeling like hungover or something and I really need a fresh start, then I will use face wash. But again, because my skin is so dry and I don't like to overly strip my skin, I usually just wash it with a product in the evening. So the one that I have been using for the last 2 or 3 months, I would say, is this one by the brand Farmacy, and it so it looks like this. Let's see if we can get it to focus. There we go. So it's called Green Clean by Farmacy. Farmacy is an organic green brand that Sephora is selling, which is lovely. There's no yuckies in here. And it's a balm cleanser. So I stay really far away from anything that foams because my skin is so dry, it'll just totally strip my skin. So it's this kind of funky mint green colored balm. It smells so nice. It smells like really limey and fresh and just really lovely. So essentially I just take a little bit of this in between my hands. It's like a hard balm, like almost like a butter consistency. And I rub it between my hands and it immediately melts into an oil, and then I just rub that all over my face. I rub it all into my lashes. It takes off every ounce of my makeup, leaves my skin feeling really clean, but not stripped. And if you are a fan of balm cleansers, or if you've never tried one and you're looking for a new cleanser, I really like this one, and I will definitely be repurchasing it. So the 2 products that I picked up at the beginning of November that I was wanting to test out before I did this video were these 2. They are both by Drunk Elephant. So I picked up these 2 products, and the one that I went into Space & K in London, and the one I went in for was the vitamin C. So this is called the C-Firma Day Serum. and it's a really, really heavily concentrated vitamin C serum. And then when I was purchasing this, the woman also sold me this, and this is the B-Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum. And the reason she sold me them together was because she said she liked to actually mix the two. So what I've been doing every morning after I cleanse my skin is I put 1 pump of this, 1 pump of the vitamin C, I kind of mush it together between my hands, and I just press it into my skin in kind of this like patting, pressing motion. And I prefer to do that kind of with all of my skincare, to push it into my skin instead of like rubbing it in, because I feel like it's a little bit more gentle, and I feel that way it's kind of penetrating into my skin a little bit better. So I will say, in terms of vitamin C's, this is the best one I've ever used. I have noticed a massive difference in my skin after using this product. I used to use the Ole Henriksen vitamin C serum for years, and truthfully, compared to this, that stuff did not do a whole heck of a lot. This product has really evened out my skin tone. It's really reduced the redness in my skin. I have a lot of pink in my skin naturally, and it's very reactive. So if I even touch my face, my skin will go red. So this has really reduced the redness. It's really kind of evened my complexion. It really helps also with the resurfacing of my skin. So vitamin C is really great at generating new skin cells. So when I use this every day, I just feel like my skin is like plump, and you know, it's nice, and I don't want to say tight because that sounds firm. Firm is the right word. My skin's looking nice and firm, and at 28 and only going up, that's where we want to be. And I'm also really loving the hydration serum. I'm not sure that I would repurchase this one definitely yet, but this one is one that I will continue purchasing, absolutely. So something else that I use every morning is an eye cream. And again, eye creams aren't something that like I've never been married to one particular eye cream. I kind of bounce them around. There are definitely a few that I've tried that I love. I love the Ole Henriksen Banana Bright eye cream. I went through a couple of those last year. Right now, I'm going through the Kiehls Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado, and I've used this for years as well. I think this might be my second or third one. This one I like to use in the winter. It's super rich. So for some people, this might be too heavy to use during the day, but because my skin is so dry and it literally just drinks up anything I put on it, I find this totally fine to use during the day. And a little tip for your eye cream is to always apply it with your ring fingers, because naturally they have the least amount of pressure that all your fingers can, and we all know our under eye area is very delicate. So eye cream is definitely something that I use every single day. I'm just not totally married to any one eye cream at the moment. After my eye cream in the morning, I will go in with a moisturizer, and I bounce between moisturizers quite frequently. As long as it's a nice hydrating formula, then that's good for me. What I do like to focus my energy and research and money on are my serums. So like my hydration and my vitamin C serums, because I sort of feel like your moisturizer is just the last step to lock it all in, and most of the benefits are going to come from your serums. So that's something that I always tell friends: if you're going to invest, you know, your money or your research into a serum, serums are better at targeting specific issues. So whether you have rosacea, or you have dryness, or you have acne, or you have very oily skin, or whatever kind of your skin, you know, you're worried about aging or wrinkles, whatever your skin concern is, serums are great for targeting those specific concerns, whereas a moisturizer is just going to be kind of the icing on the cake in the final step. So right now I'm using the Origins Ginzing Energy Boosting Gel Moisturizer. This is a product too that I've used for years. This is probably my 4th or 5th one of these. It smells like oranges, which is just probably the reason I love it so much, to be honest. It is really hydrating, and it's great. It's great under makeup, sits really nicely, but the smell in the morning, that really citrusy, orangey smell, especially in the winter, I just love, and it kind of is a nice reason to get out of bed in the morning. Okay, we're almost done with my morning skincare. If you believe it, we are not done, but we're almost done. The last thing that I do every single morning, and this is the best anti-aging trick that I could possibly give any friend ever, and it is SPF. And I don't care if you are 15 or if you're 65, if it's raining, snowing, cloudy, or super sunny outside, you should be wearing SPF every single day. It is the #1 anti-aging product that you could possibly be using. And my personal favorite, I have used a lot of different sunscreens. I have tried a lot of different sunscreens, but there is nothing worse than feeling that heavy, thick cakey, white, pasty sunscreen on your face. Like, you know when you were a kid and you went to the beach and your mom put copper tone all over your face? I feel like that's the way that a lot of people think of sunscreens now, or SPFs. They have reformulated them. They're really user-friendly now. They're great to wear under makeup. And actually this one, I'll finally tell you what it is by a brand called Elta MD. And I use SPF 40, and this is the tinted version. So that's what it looks like. I got this one from my esthetician, Nicole. And I absolutely love this sunscreen to the point where even like today, for example, I just washed my face a little while ago, but today it was cloudy and I barely left my house, and I put this on in the morning, and it just like is a step in my routine. I don't even think about it now. It's a little bit tinted. I'm just gonna put a bit on the back of my hand so you guys can see. It smells lovely. It's super lightweight. It doesn't leave a white cast. Sits really nicely under makeup. It's actually a really nice makeup primer. But on the day-to-day, so it comes out tinted like this. And on a day-to-day, this is literally all I wear. So even if I am running errands, or if I'm just running around the house, if I have a meeting and like I don't need to look really fancy, it's all I wear on my skin. It just gives me a tiny tint of color, sort of evens things out, makes me look really nice and glowy, but not greasy. And it's protecting me from the sun. So this, if I'm gonna recommend one product from this entire video to you, it's going to be sunscreen, but it's gonna be this one. I absolutely love this stuff. So I'm gonna go through now my nighttime skincare routine. So if I'm taking my makeup off, so that's actually when I'm gonna go in with this guy, with my Green Clean Balm Cleanser. That's gonna take off all of my makeup. And while we're on the makeup removal topic, you guys, I have to tell you about this thing, okay? If you're not a YouTube beauty junkie like I am, and you're not familiar with Chloe Morello, you should be, because she's phenomenal. She's an Australian beauty guru of all sorts. She's been around for a really long time. I have followed her for years, and she recently partnered with a brand called Face Halo to release this product. Mine's wet right now because I used it last night, but this is a little, okay, so I saw her talk about this, and it's a little microfiber piece of fabric. It's tiny. And essentially what it's supposed to do, the whole thing was that you're supposed to be able to just wet this with water, and it's gonna remove all of your makeup. No face wash, no nothing. Literally just warm water, wring it out, and it's gonna take all your makeup off. But when Chloe got involved, I was like, okay, I'm curious. So it kind of went on my list of like to buy if I see it products in her. So when I was in London in the fall, I was at Boots and I saw one near the checkout, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try it. I had come back from dinner with my girlfriend, and I was like, let's just try this thing out. Excuse me. Ooh, pardon me. Yeah, I was like, let's just try this thing out. And I literally wet it. I had a full face of makeup on. I'm talking like lashes, liner, mascara, lipstick. I was like, let's just go, let's just really put this thing to the test and see if it works. So I tried it out, and I don't know what kind of sorcery this thing is, but honestly, it takes off every single inch of your makeup. So if you are a lazy person and you come home from the bar after you've had too much to drink and you're like, I don't want to be fussed with like makeup remover and face wash and whatever, literally all you have to do is wet this with water. You don't need face wipes. This will take away all your gross face wipes. If you know me, you know I'm not a fan of face wipes. This will take the place of your face wipes. It's totally eco-friendly. These last for, I think on the website she says 3 months. You can wash them after you use them with just a bit of face wash or some sort of a mild soap. And honestly, guys, a total game changer. I'm gonna buy these for all my friends. They're incredible. If you were going like camping, it's not something that I do particularly often, but if you're going camping or if you travel a lot and you don't want to pack a bunch of face cleansers, this is bomb. And it's also great for taking off masks. So I use it a lot when I used it today when I had a face mask on, just to take it off. But yeah, this is phenomenal. So in the evening, if I have a lot of makeup on, or if I just don't feel like using a cleanser, these two are sort of interchangeable, and I can use this one in conjunction with this if I want to, but this literally works with water. It's amazing, and I think it was like 15 bucks. Perfect. So this is a product too that was on my to try list for a long time, and it's by a company called Alpha H, and it's called Liquid Gold, and it's a glycolic acid exfoliating toner. So you just take a little bit, this is like a little cap that pops off, you put a little bit on a cotton pad and you just sort of wipe it over your skin. It's a little stingy, I'm not gonna lie, it'll kind of tingle and sting a little bit, it doesn't last, but this stuff gives you a new face. If you're like if you know, are dehydrated and you like feel like your wrinkles are showing a lot, or you've got a lot of like buildup of dead skin, or you have fake tan on that you want to take off, just a swipe of a cotton pad with that toner literally will give you new skin. It's incredible. So I love that. I don't use that every night. I might use it like 2 or 3 times a week, and it really keeps my skin looking glowy and plump and firm, and I absolutely love it. That will be a definite repurchase. I interchange that toner with my retinol. Again, I don't use retinol every single night. I might use it 3 or 4 times a week. And the reason that I interchange them is just because I don't want to put anything too harsh on my skin, and that is a little stingy, and sometimes retinol can be a little stingy too. Gosh, my hair right now, you guys. I really went for it with the Au Naturel look, didn't I? Whoo! Okay, so my favorite retinol for years has been, I believe, discontinued or reformulated, and this is my last one of it. So I'm sort of having a panic attack and now on the retinol hunt. I think I still have quite a bit of this left, but anyway, ramble. This is by Dr. Brandt, which is a skincare brand that I really, really love, and it's the Glow by Dr. Brandt. I've definitely talked about this on my channel before. It's called the Overnight Resurfacing Serum. But sorry, yeah, it's a resurfacing serum with retinol, and retinol is fantastic. I'm sure, again, you've heard me ramble about it before. It's really great for anti-aging. It's really great for resurfacing your skin, keeping things looking plump and firm and youthful, and that's kind of what we all want. It's also really great if you have any hyperpigmentation, so if you have any brown spots or anything like that. I highly recommend everybody use a retinol working into your skincare routine. You can talk to your dermatologist about it. The best retinols to get are with a prescription from your dermatologist, but if you don't see a dermatologist, I'll write a few that I like below, but this one has always been my favorite for years. Okay, so final step in my evening skincare, and I have a few options for everybody here. Sorry, not my final step, I lied. Final step will be one of a couple of options for me. So my final step after I use my retinol or my toner is to apply sort of my last layer. So that's either going to be a face oil, an overnight mask, which I do a lot of, or again, depending on how my skin is feeling, I have found this is called the Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask by a brand called Glow Recipe. And to be totally honest, I 1000% bought this because of the smell. It literally smells like a Jolly Rancher, like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. So if my skin is feeling particularly problematic, if I'm like having breakouts or I just feel like it's not looking its best, this is something that I turn to quite often. Next up, in terms of oils, this is my favorite oil. This is my 4th one of these. It's a really pricey item. It's kind of hard to get your hands on. I know Net-a-Porter sells it, and again, I'll link below where you can grab it. It's a UK brand, and it's called the Chapman Skinesis Overnight Facial, and it looks like that. I absolutely love her packaging. And it's a face oil. It smells incredible. It smells so botanical and soothing, and just like the perfect calming smell that you want before you go to bed, to be honest. I take a pump, sometimes a pump and a half, depending on how dehydrated I'm feeling. I rub it between my hands and I really press it into my skin, all down my neck and all down my décolletage. Everything that I do to my face, skincare wise, I do to my neck and my chest and the backs of my hands. And that's because, well, a lot of the time our neck and our chest is showing, obviously, the way that our face is. But your hands are some of the first things to show signs of aging. So what I do is I take everything down my face, down my neck, down my chest, and then any excess product I have, I kind of press into the backs of my hands, and I'm just fingers crossed that that's gonna like help a sister out down the road. So with this oil, I press it into my skin, and then sometimes if I feel like I have a couple of minutes and I really just wanna kind of decompress and relax, I will give myself a little facial massage. And actually I'm gonna link a video that Lisa Eldrige put up on her facial massage routine, because that was one that I really liked. But essentially I just take any product that's left on my hands, on my skin, and I just give myself a nice little massage. It's really great for lymphatic drainage if you're feeling puffy. It's also just super nice and relaxing. And then my other option would be an overnight mask. This one is by Summer Friday, which is a brand that a wonderful blogger came out with. I'll link it below. I want to say last year, and it really kind of just took everybody by storm. It's called the Jet Lag Mask, which I absolutely like, just genius branding with that name. Because if you're somebody like me who travels a lot, just the thought of like having something to slap on my face on the plane so that when I land, I don't look like I have jet lag is just so brilliant. This is also a clean product at Sephora. I hope that I've mentioned all the ones that are, but again, I'll link everything. It's a really, really, really thick cream. So I like to use this as a night cream sometimes. I just slather it on my skin, and when I wake up in the morning, my skin looks so plump and hydrated. It is wonderful. It smells really nice and fresh. It's not overly fragranced. I find it has like a slight, okay, I don't want to throw you off with this because I actually love this smell. For some reason, it reminds me of like a peppermint foot cream smell. The Body Shop when I was a kid used to make this peppermint. I wonder if there is peppermint in here, if I'm just totally making that up. I'm gonna look into that. But when I was a kid, my mom used to put the Body Shop peppermint foot cream on her feet when we were little. And I don't know, every time I put this on my face, it's got like a bit of a reminiscent smell to that. So I really like it. It's not heavily fragranced at all. Don't let me freak you out if you don't like peppermint foot cream. So yeah, those are all of the products I think that I'm using currently. Oh, we've got one straggler over here. And actually I'm gonna show you two options for this. This guy is almost out. Facial mists. These are totally unnecessary skincare luxuries. I'm gonna be dead honest. They literally, in my opinion, don't really have any super skincare benefits. I purely use these for my own personal joy. I love the way they smell. I like the way they make me feel. I love a good mist. I'm actually gonna do it right now. This one is by Omorovicza. It's called the Queen of Hungary mist, and it's just like a nice thermal water. It's nice and hydrating. It feels nice and cool. They're great if you keep them in the fridge and you're hungover and you like give yourself a little spritz. They're lovely. And then my other favorite is this is a cult product. This is the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. And it's, again, smells so nice. I keep one on my bedside table and I spray it on every night before I go to bed just because it smells beautiful and makes me feel nice and calm. Okay, and the last two things I want to talk about, they are not products, they are tools, are these two guys right here. And no, these are not torture devices. This is a Jade Roller. You've probably seen these. They've been around for years, but over the last sort of 6 months, they've really been everywhere. They're like all over Sephora and all over beauty websites. Essentially, this is just a jade crystal and it's on a roller. And I like to keep mine in the fridge if I know I'm gonna use it. Otherwise, I just keep it on my sink. And I just use it for facial massage. It feels great. Apparently it helps with wrinkles. I don't know if that's true. I like it for when I know I'm talking about being hungover a lot in this video. I live in Nashville, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. I like wine. This little guy, if I am like, see how red my skin goes when I touch it? It's crazy. When I have wine face in the mornings and I'm like I get super puffy after I drink. And especially if I drink and then I eat something salty, I'm like, my fingers are fat, my toes are fat, my face is puffy. It's just not cute. This is awesome for that. If I keep this in the fridge and I like give myself a really good massage and I take it all the way down my neck and along my jaw and I really focus on draining all of that fluid out of my face, this makes a really big difference. And like I said, it feels amazing. The next guy I want to show you is a microneedle roller. And I know I said this wasn't a torture device, but like it kind of is. If you've never heard of microneedling, it's a procedure done by dermatologists where they take tons of little needles into your skin and make teeny little punctures so that when you put product on top of it, it can really penetrate into your skin. And that's exactly what this is. So if you can see really closely there, I don't know if you can, I hope you can. This is a little roller with tons of micro little needles on there. So the first time I used this, it hurt and it still doesn't feel totally comfortable. I'm not gonna lie, you're piercing your skin essentially. But what I do is I just roll it along my skin. And okay, about both of these, I will say you wanna make sure you're disinfecting them because especially with this, you're puncturing your skin. But you just roll it on your face, kind of like so. It's, again, it doesn't really hurt. It's not super comfortable. But once I do that all over you don't want to go over an area either. You don't want to like keep going and going and going. I do one pass at my forehead, take it down my cheeks, across my chin, down my nose, and then my neck. So I do this at nighttime after I've washed my face, before I've put on my serum, like my retinol or my oil or anything like that, so that anything I put on top of it really sinks into my skin. And I do find that products like seem to work better when I'm using this. I don't know if it's like a placebo thing. I think that they do, but it's also supposed to be really great for anti-aging because it kind of forces your skin, well, your skin goes into protection mode because it thinks it's being damaged. So it overproduces collagen, which obviously as you get older, your skin stops producing. So again, anti-aging, I'm all about the anti-aging, you know, I'm just like, I'm here for that trying to look young forever thing. So I hope that was interesting to you guys. Like I said, I could literally talk about this stuff all day. And if there's anything else that you guys want to see, if you guys want like a video on my favorite masks or my favorite cleansers or my favorite, like a certain topic of something, definitely let me know, because in that closet behind you, I have drawers full of products, which I am not proud of. But they're there and I would love to share them with you. If there's anything else you want to see, if you guys want to see a hair care routine, lol that I'm talking about showing you a hair care routine when my hair looks like this. But I do have my hair care routine down to a total science, and I get a lot of questions about my hair usually, not right now. So if you guys want to see that, or if there's like literally anything at all that you guys want to see, let me know. Okay, so now I'm really done. I hope you guys have an awesome day. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.